As a Muslim, Bitcoin is especially important to me, and I want to explain why, because I think a lot of people misunderstand it completely. You've probably heard the arguments before. Bitcoin isn't backed by anything, it's not backed by a government, but these arguments show a fundamental misunderstanding of how money and economics actually works. The money we use every single day, dollars, pounds, euros, known as fiat money, isn't backed by anything either. In fact, it's worse than that. It's backed purely by Riba, and it's so much worse than most people can imagine. Every pound or dollar in circulation is created out of thin air in the form of interest-bearing debt, either by commercial banks through fractional reserve lending or by central banks through printing money to buy interest-bearing government bonds. That means every note in your wallet and every digit in your bank account is actually just a unit of debt. This system is so entrenched in Riba that there isn't even enough money to pay off all the debt. If everyone tried to settle their debts at once, there would be mass default and the whole system would collapse. And what do we pay taxes for? To help governments service interest payments on that debt. It's a Ponzi scheme by definition. So when people say a currency is backed by a government, that really means it's backed by the hope that people continue buying into the scam. And inflation is a byproduct of this system. It is not a naturally occurring phenomenon. It is a result of increasing the money supply artificially. Technology and innovation should reduce the cost of goods and services over time, not increase them. But if that natural deflation was allowed to occur, the system that is built on debt would collapse. And that system forces interest into every part of the economy. Because if money loses value over time, lenders demand interest to protect themselves against it. That's why Bitcoin matters. It's sound money. It's scarce. It can't be inflated or manipulated. There are no hidden taxes, no devaluation. And when money holds its value, lenders no longer feel like they need to charge interest just to break even. And that opens the door for a truly riba-free society, one that aligns with the Islamic principles of lending. We all strive to avoid riba in our day-to-day lives. But what we don't realize is that we're participating without consent by simply earning, spending, and paying taxes in whatever country we live in. There's a reason Islamic powers used the gold dinar for centuries. They didn't debase it, they didn't dilute it, it maintained its purity and society prospered. To this day, the gold dinar still holds that same purity. No fiat currency can say the same. I genuinely believe Bitcoin is the most Islamic form of money we've ever seen. So let's understand it properly before writing it off. Drop me a follow if you want to learn more about Bitcoin and how it goes hand in hand with Islam.